And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG Football powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. And folks, we're the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming at the same time. We'll talk the latest in the world of the National Football League, week 2 of the preseason in the NFL. And also, we'll have a couple of players, a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes as we come to you here from 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. All right, we'll come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG Football early in the week, and of course, ISG College Football now as we get set for the college football season in a couple of weeks. And then, of course, ISG basketball later in the week. Good to be here, folks, and shout out to the good people right here at 902 Brewing Company here in beautiful Jersey City. Saw that Giants flag there. We got the Snoopy Bowl this weekend. Jets and Giants in the preseason. MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 902 Brewing Company, 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City, a craft brewery here in JC, producing those ales and lagers. Got the big bright tanks and the fermenters. That's where the magic is made here, and it happens in those tanks here. The beer made right here in Jersey City. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere. Curated good times made in Jersey City. Have the spacious tap room as well, hosting a variety of events. Also got the rooftop. And shout out to the folks here, Sip and Paint, a monthly event here at 902 Brewing Company. Pay $30, get a flight of beer, and also get to paint your glass. It's monthly, $30. Good times here at 902 Brewing Company. Well, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. To the left of me, there he is, that beautiful face, Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, also in the NFL with the Cardinals and the Broncos, and of course the San Antonio Brahmas in the UFL. Green 80. Kill. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. All right, easy. Roger. Liz. Tuesday. Said hey. That was pretty good, Jarrett. That was pretty good. That was solid.
That was pretty good. I don't know if we can do this every single week. I'm starting to see the managers and the restaurants. Next week we might just see you get launched out of there. You just might get a noise complaint. Mr. Ridley, we need you out of this place, please. We can't deal with the silent counts. Can we go silent count here?
Right. There is a noise ordinance in this neighborhood, so we do need to be careful.
We might get after you. I know you might get kicked out next week. We may have to pause the stream.
How we feeling, brother, man? Good to see that pretty face, man. How we feeling, bro?
Good, bro. I was in Jersey City today, catching up. Some nice sun, some nice scenery. Was breathing out there. Good vibe out there.
Well, that's always good if you're breathing.
Yeah,
that's a win right there, brother.
A little woosah energy. I need some woosah. I need.
Right.
I know the baby's making my eyes tired and stuff. I needed some woosah time.
There you go.
Sending yourself through the chaos of terrible twos, right?
Oh.
Madden 26. You're gonna play against the baby. It's probably the only person you can beat in Madden, man.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, at this point, she's beating me down. She might beat me 99-0. If we're talking about IRL.
Wow.
I'm excited to see some Madden, man. The new Madden's out. I'm excited to see some gameplay. I'm hearing a lot of really good things about it.
All right. So that sounds good, man. Looking forward to it as well. Peace up, A-Down. She's in the A-Town. Andrea, Richmond sports reporter down there in the A. Andrea, you ready for some Madden 26 as we talk the latest in the world of the NFL?
You know, I'm always ready. Obviously, this is a game that I play a ton of hours, way too many hours to actually even reveal and expose myself on air. So I am super excited to see what this gameplay is like, especially now that I'm back home, chilling on my bed. I could just load it up.
Where were you?
Have a good time.
You were in Believe Land, right?
I was in the land, Cleveland. This was for you. Larry, you know what? And JG too. I was actually disappointed because they had a sports centered thing that was in Cleveland's arena, and you could actually shoot around, go to practice. Totally missed out on it. Didn't know anything about it. Derwin has the pictures though. Derwin was there. I would have definitely shot a J in Derwin's face next time.
Wow, next time. Well, hey, NABJ, National Association of Black Journalists, I'm a member there. We'll be there in Atlanta, your neck of the woods next year, so we'll all be down there, and we'll be doing some recruiting. I'll get some people to swing by. You guys ready to get this thing started right here on NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's take a look at the rundown real quickly here. ISG Football, the intersection of sports and gaming, folks. Shedeur Sanders confronts a reporter after the game. We'll talk about that, man. A crazy little situation. Everything's calmed down, and where he stands after that great performance in the preseason opener. Jerry Jones. Oh, Jarrett. likes to stir the pot for the Cowboys. Man, he's saying the quiet part out loud. Cam Heyward of the Steelers, he's open to sit out the season. We'll talk about that and what it means and why he is sitting out and why he wants his money. I'm with Cam on this one. Most people probably not, but I am with Cam on this one. CeeDee Lamb, not with CeeDee Lamb, getting run over by a ref. Got to see the video of that. And the NFL, look, players can bring their own smelling salts. We'll get into the smelling salts debate and what it means. I never really got into it. I've actually cracked one when I was in college, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this again. Patriots unveiled the Tom Brady statue. We'll show you that. And if we got any problems with that. How about the rules here of the ISG Madden game as we go along here? All Madden is the game mode, competitive game style, hit-the-head current rosters. All 32 NFL teams are available. We like to call those regs regular teams. 5-minute quarters, King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. How about the prizes here? It's all about that money. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. The runner-up runs about this piece with $10 cash. If you win 4 straight weeks, you get a zip chair, NFL licensed zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com to literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Got office furniture, gaming desks, sofas, stools, you name it. Got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, also NCAA-inspired chairs. If you got any custom pieces, they can get that out to you as well. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady for Zipchair on Strong Island. Check them out online, zipchair.com. How about the matchup here as we talk the latest in the NFL? And we got a Madden game. This will be playing for cash and prizes. Where's Chandler playing with the Cowboys? For the Huskers playing with the Steelers. Quick profiles of these two young men. We'll start with the challenger first. Where's Chandler? We found him. He's right here. He's actually from Dallas, Texas. I think he's actually playing in Dallas, Texas. Chandler Cooks is his government name. 22 years of age. He's in college. And he's a graphic artist, man. So maybe we'll get him on ISG Media here working behind the scenes and creating some beautiful graphics as well. Multiple ISG Madden playoff appearances, been playing very well the last few months. How about the king of the hill? He is Fear the Huskers. Government name is Robert Neely from Omaha, 27 years of age, a civil engineer. And of course, he is working on the tallest structure in the Omaha area, a 43-story building out there. So shout out to Robert Neely, wicked smart. Six-time ISG Madden champ. All right, and about the standings here real quickly, folks, as we take a look at the Mollipop Grapes picks. Get our picks in. MollipopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Mollipop taking a robot sweet storm. If you see that pink bag in your local grocery stores, folks, got to understand you're getting high-quality produce. MollipopGrapes.com. 20 different varieties of grapes. Also, the grape juices, man, the press juices online. Now, check them out online. MollipopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. You can see Andrea, Richard, Scudley, whatever. Take the screen down. Let's bring everybody back in. Nobody cares that she's no weed.
I smell a hater. I'm smelling hater. Not just a grape juice. I'm smelling hate, okay?
That's Aura Farm. Aura Farming. That's what I was doing. I made it look very easy. It was Aura Farming. I mean, you know what? 6'7". Who cares?
Oh, don't be blatant about it, Larry. Come on.
You like that? I snuck that in. 6'7". I mean,
we're going to go ahead and we're going to have a Larry edit going around.
Andrew Richmond, peace up. Adele, Rich, old boy. She's in the A-town. Who you going with? You going with the, how about them Cowboys? Or here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl.
It's the here we go versus the here we go, a bowl going on right here, you know? And you know me, guys, I fear him because he always seems to win. I'm going with the guy who's building up not only his wins, but also the tallest building in Omaha. We're going with Robert. Feel it right here. Fear the Huskers.
JG, boys, Stillers, as my boy likes to call them.
I got to go with my boys. I'm expecting Chandler to get a little bounce back week. Obviously, their last game was a really good one. And it's a brand new game. So anything that happened in the past doesn't matter. So I'm going with Chan right now. Big win here.
It's a new game. Oh, man. I'm going to do it. I was going to take Chandler. That's why I had that look on my face. Like, daggone it, he took my pick. I'm going with Chandler because the Cowboys, man. I think the Cowboys, your boys are going to be pretty good this year. They better sign Micah. That's a different story. We talked about that last week. I like George Pickens. I like CD. I like Dak to have a bounce back year. I don't know if they can stop the run, but it doesn't matter. They're going to be throwing the ball over a lot, and they're going to have the lead, so you can unleash Micah. Give me Chandler and the Cowboys. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock this thing up. Chandler, get the head up. Let's go ahead and play this game out, young man. Play with the Cowboys. Let's do it right here, and Fear the Huskers, our champion and the king of the hill. Playing with the Steelers. Madden 26 right here, folks, on NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and the Black Network as we come to you here from 902 Brewing Company. Play it out. May the best man win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game, guys. Good luck. Let's go. And, of course, that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social, 3 locations, one in Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. That's a sports bar and indoor golf lounge with some 16 total bays, 15 regular, and 1 huge VIP suite. Got the simulators and the suites out there. It is where golf, literally, folks, meets social. Got the best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It's a true experience. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, we're back here inside of Novelty Brewing Company, located here in Jersey City. Craft brewery here in Jersey City. We've got those ales and lagers. Shout out to the good folks here, man. Blood orange right here. This is sweet. It's really good. Check them out right here. Don and the good folks here at Noveltybrewing.com. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football here on NESN Nation, Unbeam Sports Channel. Player Steven in the Black Network, guys. We're the only show that talks traditional sports and combine it with gaming. You can see here, got Jarrett Guarantano and Richmond as well. Huskers in the middle playing with the Steelers. He is playing with the Steelers, and Chandler playing with the Cowboys. Huskers has the ball. He's on offense. Chandler playing with the Cowboys. He's on defense. They're playing a Madden game for cash and prizes. Madden 26, literally. It's not even out, but they're playing it. It'll be out on the street here on Thursday. All right, let's go ahead and talk the NFL, guys. Speaking of the Steelers, also in their division, those Cleveland Browns. Cleveland, this is for you. How about Shedeur Sanders, guys? Played his butt off on last weekend, preseason game number 1 against the Carolina Panthers. Played very well, but after the game, there was a little sort of back and forth, a little confrontation he had with a reporter named Tony Grossi from ESPN Radio. Here's a little bit of this exchange from Shedeur and this reporter from ESPN in Cleveland. Take a listen.
Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You always say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't seen nothing positive that you ever said. I think I'm positive every day. What I'm saying, come on, Tony. What I do to you, Tony?
It was good to see them sort of, hug it out a little bit and laugh about it. But the backstory is Tony Grossi works for ESPN Radio. Shedeur called him out for being negative, never having any positive stories about him. Now, Shedeur was at the podium after the game. Of course, we went 14 of 23, 2 touchdowns, 4 rushes, 19 yards as well. So played pretty well in that preseason opener. Still 4th string, though, on the depth chart. But Tony Grossi was appreciative that Shedeur didn't call him out at the podium. So when he went back into the locker room, he ran up to Shedeur, and Shedeur, said what he had to say about, being negative. But they were able to laugh it out and things of that nature. Your thoughts here, Jarrett, as we move this story forward here. Got the Eagles coming up this weekend. Preseason game number 2, still 4th on the depth chart. Is that the right place for him after that performance?
I don't know. It's just a weird decision that Stefanski went with. Obviously, you look at the other 3 quarterbacks. You got Flacco, you got Dillon, and you got Pickett. I expect probably, my personal opinion, I expect probably Pickett and Flacco to be either released or traded, to be honest. I just think that Shedeur really did a lot, and behind the scenes they're trying to keep that same mentality of not showing the teams their hands, because I do think Shedeur created a lot of trade value with his performance in the first game. Now they are going to try to see if they can leverage him, maybe get more than a pick, maybe more than a possible player that could help them out right now than Shedeur probably could, with Deshaun Watson coming back or whatever. I saw some videos. He's looking pretty good. Obviously, he's going to have to do some more running things and change the direction. But I think that they're trying to keep everything under wraps, and obviously just trying to underplay it and see what they can really do in the market. Like I just said, I think Shedeur is really going to be a valuable piece, and I think that he could be a 2 at certain teams. And I think, obviously, a lot of teams would now see him as a true 3. And being able to give him that opportunity to continue growing up the ladder, I think he did that with this whole first game impression that he was able to do it with.
Andrew, your thoughts here on Shedeur. As I said, 14 of 23. Look, JG hit the number right on the head. I said, JG last week, what would success look like for Shedeur? And he said, I want to see him complete about 60%, no turnovers, maybe a touchdown or 2. 14 of 23 is 60.8%. Damn it, JG.
On the money.
And what's most important, it is not just the stats, right? It's what the process of what he was able to do, right? able to create when there was a ton of pressure on him. He did those spin moves in which Myles Garrett actually pointed out, was like, I don't know if you're going to be able to do that on me. But he was like, Shedeur was like, I want to try that on you. Slow down, rookie. You still got a lot to learn, right? But Shedeur was able to create outside the pocket as well. He found targets down the field. He was able to shave off defenders and still hang in the pocket, deliver something in the middle of the field, which is something that you really want to see from a quarterback. And even though, like, there were still a little bit of gaps too, right? Obviously, he has not a lot of experience with these wide receivers, threw a little bit ahead on some slants and threw a little bit behind on out routes. That makes sense because we talked about the timing that he didn't have the benefit of the doubt for having. He was still able to look a lot great in the time that we saw him. It's not just easy completions. He's making down the field throws. He's making it with pressure, and he looks dang poised too. Even if he doesn't have the flashiest arm and he doesn't have, you know, the most sensational movements in the pocket, right? He isn't the fastest guy in the world. He's still able to do what he can with what he has available to him, and that is what'll keep him on a football field. Hopefully, you know, we've seen Kenny Pickett, so I think he's probably already surpassed him. The question is about Dylan Gabriel and how much you want to tie yourself to an aging Joe Flacco. But things are looking very good for Shedeur after that first performance.
And right now, things are looking very good for our champion, our King of the Hill. Huskers up 14-0. Things looking really good for him. 14-0, early stages of the first quarter. Still about a minute and a half to play. All right, so Shedeur, I think he played, what, 2 and 3 quarters, and not quite 3 full quarters there. So we talked about his performance. I want to get your thoughts on that confrontation. I liked how both of those guys handled it. I like how Shedeur didn't call him out at the podium. I like how Tony took it a little bit, wanted to hear the guy out. And I think he even mentioned on ESPN radio that, you know, they were able to sort of make the moment light at the end. He couldn't remember what he said to him, but clearly it said something where Shedeur started laughing, things of that nature. I'm kind of glad that this is sort of preseason vibes here between a player and a reporter and the sort of rapport between them two. You like this, JG? I like how it kind of played out.
I think, I mean, I look at it and I look at the body language, and obviously you look at Shedeur's personality. Like, I think Shedeur was being dead serious. Like,
he was, but in a playful way. Like, come on, Tony.
Dead serious.
Now you don't have anything positive to say now.
Through the laugh and like through everything, he really wanted to like.
But there's always a little truth in even jokes.
Yeah, no, and he was being like, of course he's laughing through it because he knows it's a politically correct thing. But like, if he could have said what he truly felt in some true words, like, bro, like, what do you, like, what's good with you? Like, I've never did nothing to you. Like, what's your deal? Like, and he could have just kept it just obviously there's a lot of cameras, a lot of things going around, but if it was just an isolated area for those two, I think it would have came out significantly different. But he did the right thing, obviously. Like, it just has to be said, right? Like, there's a lot of reporters, podcast hosts that go out and they just run their mouth or they say negative things about a player and they don't know a lick about
Talking about me?
Yeah, they don't know their personalities. They truly don't know the quarterback position. They don't know how these guys operate. Like, and they're just going out on these podcasts or radio stations, whatever it is, and just throwing everything out there, right? Not even giving kids chances. And I mean, obviously Shedeur or his people have heard or whatever it was. I hope that he's not listening to every single thing that's being posted or said about him, because obviously that can go every which direction sooner or later. But I thought it was cool that he was able to kind of like remember his face and remember him and be like, wait, you're the one that's always talking crazy about me. Right? But also make light of it.
It wasn't that he just thought about him and remembered him in that moment. He's like, he's been keeping score. He's been keeping track, clearly.
But also, it also is a preseason game, so maybe like settle it down, because like you really didn't do much at the same sense.
True.
Like, you played a very good game. Like, Shedeur played as well as you possibly could. Obviously, he operationally, like, he did a lot of really good things, like the offense. But end all be all, still a preseason game. Mike's probably, or is it Mike? Is that the reporter's name? Tony's still not going to shut up if he wanted to, because obviously you still really didn't accomplish anything. But you had a really good night that night, so that's all. I mean, that's all you could do.
Yeah, and speaking of accomplishing things, Chandler just got a touchdown, so he's down 14-7 now in this game. Your thoughts here, Andrea?
Yeah, JG.
With Shedeur and how he handled it?
on the head. That's exactly. I want to hear what that Tony's post game or whatever thoughts on this, especially after being confronted, because a lot of the times people like to talk and they like to talk. It's not just saying like, man, I don't like the quality of play that you're doing or whatever, or making jokes. Like, people go into people's lives and they're like, man, I can't stand the ground and walk on, and what you do and how you dress. So I just want to know, knowing the fact that Shedeur has his ear on the pulse, whatever Tony's saying, I wonder if he's suddenly like, you know what, I like that Shedeur kid, right? Shedeur's fantastic.
Right.
I love him.
No, he likes the fact that he didn't light his butt up at the podium. That's what he likes.
Yeah, he likes that. Andrea, I was thinking about what Tony was thinking on the ride home when he was just by himself on the ride home. Like, he wanted to probably get him at that point.
Right. Oh, man.
He said, dang, Shedeur, I want to get him, but...
Dare you call me out? Like,
yeah, he
right.
He knew the cameras were following too. Every camera follows the Sanders.
All right, we want to get you guys on the record here. Preseason game number 2 is coming up. They got the Eagles this weekend. Real quickly, both of you guys about 10 seconds. JG, will he start?
No, won't start. And it will
that's a shame.
Significantly less snaps. He'll probably get 10 pass attempts. Hopefully another 60%, 6 for 10, 7 for 10. If he could do that, just keep running the offense.
Right. Andrew, is this one of those deals where it's like, all right, look, they know he's probably at least the second best quarterback, if not the first. They're trying to make him earn it?
Yes, because of all that we talked about when it comes to the NFL and relation of Sanders. And then also, too, we talked about how that organization kind of felt like, I guess what, Shedeur. So, like, he's going to have to earn it even more than a lot of other organizations on top of whatever he had going on with him and his perception in the NFL prior to ever taking an NFL snap.
All right, we'll see about Shedeur and the Brownies this weekend. I think they traveled to Philly to play the Eagles down in South Philly at Lincoln Financial Field. Keep an eye on Shedeur. 14-23 last week. Pretty good. Got a 14-7 ball game here. Second quarter, about 4.5 minutes to go in the Madden game. They're playing for cash and prizes. Huskers, the king of the hill, our champion, playing with the Steelers. He's got the lead over the challenger, Chandler, playing with the Cowboys. That first quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, where I trap at Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Good food, atmosphere, great affordable drinks as well. And folks, the libations definitely are flowing there. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Got the mariachi shows as well every other Tuesday. You've seen that if you've been watching our program as well. Got the great outfits and the costumes. It's just a great show there. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends too. That's a really nice vibe there. They got the patio as well. Shout out to Marisol Romero and the good folks there at El Aguila, the Golden Eagle. It is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. And we're back here inside of 902 Brewing Company. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG Football here on the platforms of NESN, Unveil Sports Channel. Players TV and In the Black Network as we come to you here from 902 Brewing Company. We're powered here, folks, by Uno Pizzeria and Grill in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Got Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, to the right of me there. Also played with the Broncos and Cardinals, and also the UFL San Antonio Brahmas. To the right of him, Andrea Richmond, piece of A-Down. She's in the 8-town. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Our king of the hill, our current champion. They're playing Madden as we combine traditional sports and gaming. We talk the latest in the world of the NFL, and we also have the Madden game going on. Madden 26, not even out, but they're playing it here on ISG Football. Huskers, current champ, playing with the Steelers. He has the lead on defense now. Chandler, the challenger, playing with the Cowboys, has the ball a little bit past midfield, trying to tie up this ball game. All right, back to the NFL. Speaking of how about the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, we know him. He's got this holdout with I guess you can call it a hold-in. Micah Parsons actually at practice. He's not practicing. We've been talking about that last week. Earlier this week, the Cowboys had the premiere of their new Netflix show. Docu-series. I think it's a 10-part docu-series. Pretty damn long. America's Team, the Gambler and his Cowboys. It premieres, I believe, next week. I believe on Monday, August the 19th. Its focus is on the Cowboys in the 1990s dynasty there at the blue carpet out in California. Let's hear Jerry Jones talking about Micah Parsons and how he really feels about the Dallas Cowboys. Remember, all news is good news to those Dallas Cowboys.
I do believe if we're not being looked at, then I'll do my part to get us looked at. The Cowboys are a soap opera, 365
The
days.
screening will begin
When it gets
momentarily.
slow, I'll stir it up.
Please take your
And
seats.
so it's wonderful to have the great athletes, have the great players. But there's something more there. There's sizzle, there's emotion. And if you will, there's controversy. That controversy is good stuff in terms of keeping and having people's attention.
Oh, Jerry Jones loves to stir the pot. We've actually heard that exact quote from him numerous times. Of course, that was at the premiere out in Cali. America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys on Netflix, going to premiere August the 19th, talking about Micah Parsons and how all news is good news for the Dallas Cowboys. It doesn't matter. He will even inject himself to make the Cowboys relevant. But he's a brilliant man. Bought the Cowboys for what? I don't know, less than $200 million. Now they're worth, I don't know, $10 to $12 billion. You can't argue with him, but you can't argue with the success of that team. 5 playoff wins in the last 29 years. No NFC championship games in the last 29 years. So they went to the Super Bowl in 1995 that season. JG, this is your team. Your owner. Cry part out loud, man. Gotta love it.
Kev, can you, the last 15 seconds of Larry speaking, can you just cut that out, please? Because I did not need to know about my Cowboys history, and I did not need to know how they've been doing. That just ruined my whole entire night. Oh, I appreciate it. But listen, Jerry's gonna Jerry.
He's gonna
Right?
Jerry.
Jerry's gonna Jerry.
Jerry.
He said basically that it's all risk, and I'm like, oh, that is just the worst thing. Obviously we know it's all risk, whether you sign a big time player for a lot of money or you trade him. But at that point, you don't need to even throw that out there, right? But like he said, or he said in the past, all notoriety and all media,
all news is good news.
Anything that they could get, it's all good for them. He just 82-year-old Jerry's just not backing down though.
He's not. On the blue carpet, Andrea, with Troy Aikman. Well, not Troy, but, Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and the whole family there. And this is what we got, man.
82, at 82, you could be in a retirement home. You could be hitting golf. You could be
on your yacht
all over the place, driving down the field. You could be doing anything in the world, and yet you choose to terrorize people like JG every single season. It hurts my heart for Cowboys fans because I feel some sympathy being a Jets fan. We're both brothers and sisters in pain, except ours is just sheer quiet incompetence. So at least we can hide.
Oh, they got 5 Super Bowls. Y'all got 1. That was in the 60s.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got 55 years of futility. 56 years of futility. They've got 29 years.
But that's the thing. But there's loud incompetence happening in front of everybody. You're scaring everybody. You're scaring the woes way more right now in this day and age because you've had some type of relevance, incompetency. You're supposed to be one of the greatest teams in the world. And instead, your owner, every single offseason, it doesn't even matter what's happening, right? This is supposed to be a quiet offseason, not a lot of things happening right now, not a lot of big acquisitions. Jerry still tries to find a way to make it about Jerry. It'd be one thing if Jerry Jones were the marketing team, CEO of marketing for the Dallas Cowboys. He would be doing a fantastic, beautiful job. He's supposed to be an owner. Win something, please, instead of yapping and running your mouth.
The problem I got is there's always this focus on the glory days and what they won. And I'm like, that's the problem. They're stuck in the 90s.
Yes.
And it's like, Jarrett, it's a totally different era. It's a totally different league. I mean, nothing is the same, man. Things change day to day. But you know what? When it comes to marketing and really putting the Cowboys out there, he does a great job with that.
From the standpoint, he paid Dak very easily, it seems right? And he paid him significantly more. Obviously, I do know that he loves Dak, and he's always said that.
And you can't screw around with the quarterback position. That's the one position you can't screw around with. So yeah.
But
I don't give him no credit for that.
For that amount, for somebody that hasn't truly won, obviously he's been very good in the regular season, but someone that hasn't truly won, that's an absurd amount. And I know
1 or 2 playoff wins in his career, I believe.
And I 100% know that Dak is a person that loves to win, and he's a team-first guy, and he's one of the hardest workers in the building, easily.
Absolutely. He's a leader. I agree.
Why would you take that much money, Dak, knowing that it's going to hinder your team from signing guys and signing wide receivers and running backs?
That ain't my job. That ain't my job. This is a tough sport, man. You got to get that money. That's on Jarrett to identify the talent and pay these guys. Look, you didn't have to pay Trey Diggs, or maybe you identify your 4 or 5 core guys that are going to get big money, probably market-setting money at their positions. But you got to prep for that. You got to be prepared for that as well.
I think that's the interesting thing, though. Like, we're having a conversation about Dak. We're not having a conversation about Micah. So what are you doing? Like, this is somebody who should be a no-brainer, and he's still milking this out. It'd be one thing if this is the first time this has happened, and this is the first time they've argued about languages and guarantees and everything. This is the third superstar in the world that the Dallas Cowboys is just dragging their feet with, and it's not because of anything else, rather than the fact that Jerry Jones. It's all about me, baby. I love me some me. It's not T.O. that said that. It was Derry, actually.
I
took over T.O.'s mind.
I think he's starting to realize what he did with the Dak and how much money he paid him. So now when he's going into this Micah talk, like he's trying to like ease his way, like maybe I shouldn't have did that. But you already showed your hand. You showed that you're willing to pay a player big money. So how are you not going to pay?
Well, CeeDee got his money.
And another player big money. How are you not going to pay the undisputed top 5 defensive player in football his money, right?
That's
like
proud to be a Cowboy too. Very proud.
Loves being a Cowboy. His ticket sales, his jersey sales, everything, absolutely astronomical. There might be the most jerseys that are in Cowboy Stadium on a Sunday is probably Parsons jerseys. I mean Parsons or Lamb.
Yeah, I was about to say, or I mean, there's a lot of Dak.
Everybody likes Lamb, but Parsons is like
but quarterback's pretty popular. Dak's popular.
But Parsons is a real fan favorite. Like, I don't know many people that, you know how quarterback is. Like a lot of people love their quarterback, don't like their quarterback, don't get their jersey. But Parsons can't do no wrong.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Everybody's a little upset with.
I agree. Well, part of the problem is, look, he thought he had a handshake agreement with Micah, reportedly, and I'm with Micah on this, dude. You got to go through my agent. Maybe you did have a handshake agreement, but like we need to do this officially. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jarrett, you're a billionaire. You know how to do things officially, right? So hopefully they get this thing done. But, man, the longer this takes, it's like, all right, is he going to be ready for the Eagles? That's what, less than 3 weeks to go? About 3 weeks? Like, okay. I know, JG. I don't want to make you cry, man, but we'll keep an eye on this.
Chandler's going to make me cry.
I got a feeling, JG, we're going to be talking about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys a lot because they stick a microphone in his face. He's the only owner that talks after the games every single game. It's like
the thing
we're going to have content.
I think the George Pickens trade was a great trade, and I think that they're going to be a better football team this year than they were last year.
At least offensively, I agree.
But the head coaching decision was kind of
yeah, it's tough.
I was kind of like
Shotzi, Brian Schottenheimer. Yeah.
Offensively, we still need a running back. He's a good player.
And you've needed one for 17,000 years at this point.
and let's hope this D-line. That's the problem I'm worried about, the D-line. I don't know about that without Micah, especially, and stopping the run. We'll see about the Cowboys in about 3 weeks when they play the Eagles on opening night, ring night for the Eagles in their second Super Bowl. All right, speaking of playing well, Huskers playing well. Got a 28-10 lead here. The King of the Hill playing with the Steelers. Chandler playing with the Cowboys. He's the challenger. Down by 18, 3 possessions. He's got to get this thing going as they're in the third quarter. Speaking of the quarters, that second quarter brought to you by good friends at Corner Square Pizzeria, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. 956 Broadway in Bayonne, New Jersey. Changing the pizza game, one slice at a time. Great people eat great pizza, folks. Remember that. Love that slogan. They have pies, sandwiches, appetizers, and sides, salads, and desserts. And Barcelona, there is Dave Portnoy. He came through recently there and gave them a pretty good score, like an 8.3, one bite test there. Also, give them a pretty good score with the famous cheesesteaks that they have. So when you're in Bayonne, New Jersey, man, check them out. Corner Square Pizzeria. Go see Paulie, the owner, and also the son, Peter, there, man. I'll see those guys later in the week. Check them out, cornersquarepizzeria.com. Welcome back here on NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV and the Black Network. Larry Ridley of CBS Sports. ISG Football here, proud about Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3. We're the only show, folks, that combines traditional sports and gaming. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, as we come to you here from 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. Got the craft brewery here producing those ales and live. You see those bright tints over my shoulder there. those fermenters as well. Brew made right here in Jersey City. Got Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee starting quarterback with the Vols. College football coming up here in a couple of weeks. We'll see him on ISG College Football coming up. Andrea Richmond, piece up A-Down. She's in the A-Town sports reporter in Atlanta. Huskers, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, playing with the Steelers. He has the lead by 18 points. Our King of the Hill, the challenger, Chandler, playing with the Cowboys. Down 3 scores. Trying to get this thing close. He's in the red zone on the 1-yard line. See if he can get within 2 scores here. All right, back to the NFL topics, guys. Speaking of the Steelers, Cam Heyward, probably second best player on the Steelers on the defense. TJ Watt, definitely the best player. TJ Watt got his deal done. Remember, he was talking about holding out or being a hold in. Cam Heyward doing the same thing, sort of a hold in there, not practicing with the Steelers. Look, he signed a deal last year, right before the season started, I believe September. Got the deal, added 2 more years to his deal. It's got about 29 million, 14 and some change this year, 14 and some change next year, but way underpaid there for Cam Heyward. I believe he's 23rd as far as interior defensive lineman, and in the 30s, mid-30s, overall defensive lineman. He wants a new deal. He said he might even sit out the season. We've heard talk like this before, JG. Do you believe him?
This is a tough position for the Steelers, right? Like,
it is.
Cam Heyward was an all-pro defensive tackle last year.
All-pro. Yes, he was.
All-pro at 35 years old. Now he's 36.
36.
And you're looking from the standpoint of how can you also make him happy, but also be smart from an organizational standpoint, right? Like, Cam Heyward's one of the greatest Steelers to ever live. Obviously, we all know that. But he is 36. So what could he possibly be asking for? Is he asking for another 2-year deal? Is he on the decline because of his age? Obviously, it doesn't show with his play because he still was an all-pro. But it puts him in a tough position. I mean, right now, I'd look to be trying to get him another 2-year deal this year, next year, and then call it quits, whatever it is. But the number is going to be a big number average-wise just because he is still that guy. He is still playing some of the best football of his career right now. It's just tough because you don't know. Could this be the year where everything kind of diminishes, or is this going to be another all-pro type of year?
Yeah. Andrew, you look at those numbers like 23rd interior lineman, mid-30s defensive lineman. That's a tough pill to swallow, man. Like I said, football's a tough game, man. It's any given Sunday, it's a tough business. We've seen NFL teams take money away when they want to get rid of players. So look, if you outperform your contract, I'm all for renegotiation, especially in this particular sport. You look at guys like Jones with the Chiefs. I believe he's making mid-30s. Damn, that's a guy making 2.5 times more than you. Yeah, run me my bread.
Yeah, run me my bread. And you know what? I think in this situation, it is interesting and unique because of the fact that he's so old, but he is coming off an all-pro season. But if you're the Steelers, instead of humming it along with the 2-year thing and this becomes a thing every offseason, I think because of the fact that it's especially the Steelers, they can get away with maybe making a 3-year deal instead. And the reason I say this is because the Steelers...
3 years, he'll be 40 almost. Be 39.
I know I say this, but I will say this with some outs. I always make sure that you have some outs.
Well, every year, I mean, every year is out.
Yeah, every year.
In the NFL.
But I will say, the Steelers are very good at drafting players, right? And you already have somebody there alongside you in TJ Watt who will make sure that you're fortifying the defense and also having the experience of having someone like Cam Heyward who can be another person to be a developmental person for somebody that you draft will be very valuable in the future. The Steelers are very good at building around the draft. They always find a great wide receiver. They're always good on the offensive side of the ball somehow, some way, even if things don't necessarily work out. They can find a diamond in the rough when it comes to runners or when it comes to D tackles. So having that experience of having Heyward, but then also having the security of having TJ Watt can give you a little bit more breathing room if, to say, somebody who you know is a legend can't perform to the highest echelon that you're used to. And you also get the benefit of the doubt attracting free agents who may be a little bit older but still valuable and say, hey, we did right by Cam. We can do right by you too.
For Huskers, man, been playing very well. Just scored again. He's got a big lead by 18 points. League back up at 18. Looks like he's going to win this. Less than 4 minutes to play in this game. That third quarter. Brought to you by our good friends at Chubby's Sports Bar and Grill. We were there last week. Look at it in Unveil, New Jersey, 812 Broadway. there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Shout out to Ed, the owner there. Bayonne's favorite sports bar, and it is. I live there in Bayonne, and I love it, man. Love going there. Was just there this past weekend for the Sunday thing. This right here, some of the video. This was a couple of weeks ago, but hey, I loved it there with the day party there. Great food, good vibes, fun atmosphere. Folks, we all need a place to relax after work, right? So why not do it with the drink in your hand? Bayonne's top-rated burgers, wings, dry rubbed and sauced, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, and also seafood baskets. They're open Tuesday through Sunday, so every day except Monday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Shout out to Ed and the good folks at Chubby Sports Bar and Grill in Bayonne. Catch them online, chubbybayonne.com. Jersey City, Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. ISG Football here, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3, on the platforms of NESN Nation, of Beat Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Got Jarrett Guarantano to the right of me, former University of Tennessee starting quarterback of the Volunteers, Andrea Richmond. Our Huskers is our king of the hill. He's winning this Madden game right now by 18 points, late stages of the fourth quarter. Chandler, the challenger, got a long way to go. Tough road to hoe here, down 35-17. Back to the NFL talk, folks. We're the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Back to the NFL, talking about the Cowboys. How about CeeDee Lamb? Guys, gotta see this video here. This was the best video I saw all weekend. CeeDee Lamb, my boy's wide open. Yeah. No, you're not open.
Tackled.
Just got trucked by the ref, man. I'm glad that he's okay. Everybody was able to laugh at it, although the head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, wasn't laughing too much. That was a penalty, by the way, and we can't have that. It was a 15-yard penalty for sideline interference. NFL's actually looking at a potential fine here. I think that would be adding insult to injury there.
Man, those refs don't make enough as much as it is. Come on,
you can't be on the white, man. You can't be on the white. Where's the get back coach, Jarrett Guarantano? Where's he at?
I can't believe how open the receiver was, though.
I know.
And that underthrow was tough. He's doing the Steph Curry look away. He's like, oh, we got us one. He threw the ball in the air.
The old Randy Moss throw that hand up. Yeah.
Oh, he saw it was like 15. I guess he didn't see it, but the ball was like 15 yards short. And then 15 yards short, 15-yard penalty. Just slide it on back. Double whammy. But nah, Shotty was probably just mad that the play wasn't complete, and then obviously you get another 15 on top. Nah, but all good. I mean, where's the get-back coach? I have no idea. I don't know. The get-back coach was probably about 40 yards down the field, back by the head coach. I mean, maybe 60 with how Joe Milton throws the ball around. Who knows how far that.
Speaking of Tennessee, your alma mater, Joe Milton, man, Bazooka Joe.
Oh, yeah, he probably shot that thing like 80. But, no, I mean, the get-back coach was nowhere to be found, and then obviously CD, he just did the Steph Curry look away. We all thought it. The ball was in the air. Everybody's like, oh, it's money.
That's a tough collision right there.
Away too, apparently.
15 yards forward.
All right.
You know, that back, recoil, chest was out. Oh, man. Whiplash.
Exactly.
And especially with no pads on, too. He's not used to being tackled without no pads on, right? At least make a two-hand touch, right? Ref's playing unfair, man. Ref, you're supposed to save me, ref. Right now, you're hurting me. What's going on?
Man. Hey, I'm just glad that he's okay. Our producer's saying smelling salts. Speaking of smelling salts, let's go ahead and get the story in here. The NFL banned smelling salts. Of course, you know, the little, what is it? Ammonia packets or whatever. I've smelt them before. It's very strong. It will wake you up. It does give you a little jolt. I guess our guy, man, with the 49ers, man, Kittle. He came on the NFL Network set and he heard about it. And he's like, man, I might retire. So I guess the NFL changed course. So now the NFL teams are banned from giving it to you, but you can get your own. So basically, NFL players can only use their own smelling salts there. So it's not technically banned overall. Just the NFL teams can't distribute them to you. Your thoughts here, guys? Both of you guys, Andrew, your thoughts?
First of all, the least surprising thing in the world is that George Kittle depends on smelling salts in order to get through games. That's the least surprising thing in the world.
Dude is wired.
Yes, dude is wired. And honestly, come on, don't do that to Miss Lisa, okay? That was disgusting.
That was Pam Oliver back in the day.
Pam Oliver. I apologize, Pam Oliver. But man, I guess they did this because of percussion. I apologize, concussion protocol. Yes. So sure, I guess this can help safety, right? If you do have somebody who's not used to having smelling salts. Like, if they do suddenly find one and, you know, they do have a head injury, like, that is going to look sus, and maybe they'll look out for it at the top. But this doesn't stop all the hardcore people, like what we see. We saw Baker Mayfield. We saw George Kittle. our favorite right there. We've seen a lot of other dudes who have these wild personalities go ahead and depend on it. So if it works, it works, but it'll be interesting to see when it doesn't work or when it's used by someone who isn't normally a smelling salts guy.
Yeah. All right. Look, it's my thing is I'm glad that they found some middle ground here. You want to protect the player away from themselves, but also, you can't just ban it overall because these guys are used to it. And George Kittle says he uses it like pretty much every drive. So that's crazy. So I'm glad that they, like I said, there was some middle ground. Go ahead, JJ, real quick.
No, the smelling salts. I've seen guys. Listen, those days are long though. You got pregame. You got you got the whole emotional status of everything going ups and downs. Like that. That's realistically like a 5.5 hour time period where you got to be locked in. So those smelling salts, they get the guy. They pop right up and they get going. I see guys will have them 4 or 5 times a game just to keep it going.
Kittle's every drive, basically. That's crazy. That's wild.
One of my best friends.
That's Trey like Smith. What, 10 times a game? 8 to 10 times a game? That's crazy.
Trey Smith would do it every single drive on the sideline. You just be looking at him. He's just going like this. I've tried it a couple times, but I get it this close and I'm
knocked out.
Good. Yeah. You see the guys getting it this close, and you're like, whew.
All right.
They're stone cold, like Max Crosby, stone cold doing it. But no, listen, it's just another thing that the NFL is trying to just ban, just precaution-wise. I mean, they don't even let players have fish oil given out from the what's it called. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, we'll talk about that next week. There's different substances that they don't allow the nutritionists or whoever it is to give out to players, and obviously we're just smelling salts and adding it to another one to the list.
All right. Speaking of adding to the list, real quickly, got about 2 or 3 minutes left here, about 3 or 4 minutes left to go in this broadcast. Real quickly, Patriots unveiled Tom Brady's statue. This was this past weekend as they had their preseason opener against the Washington Commanders. Pretty cool statue there, man. I mean, it's 12 feet tall. A lot of people in Boston are complaining, like, I don't know if you can find a great Brady moment. Let's go running out the tunnel, the Super Bowl moments. It's tough. Tuck roll, you can't do tuck roll. Stop it. Cut it out. But my thing is, like, as a sculptor, it's kind of hard to capture those moments. So you need something that's kind of static or whatever. My thing was, it was just the head was a little small, but I thought it was a pretty good statue there. You guys thoughts here?
They had an opportunity to Ronaldo it, and Dwayne waited to make me
don't
happy
Dwayne
as a
wait it.
Jets
Don't
fan.
do that.
You could have made me happy as a Jets fan. That would have been my one way of getting back at him, and it's perfect, just like Brady normally is. I hate it here. Okay.
Hater in the house.
It's literally the best looking statue like I've ever seen created. Like they just, of course, Kraft was gonna do it right though. Kraft probably got the best sculptor in literally in the entire world. Like got it made to perfection. But no, I mean I thought it was absolutely sick when they unveiled it.
All right.
Super
All
nice.
right. So it looks pretty cool. All right, Tom Brady and the Patriots. Tom Brady statue there out at Gillette Stadium at the old Razor right there, man, next to the Patriots Hall of Fame, right there on the lighthouse end of the stadium in Foxborough. All right, the Madden game is not over. Wow, I thought it was over. How long is this game taking? How much time is left? Like less than 10 seconds? Oh, this is gonna be. Come on, what are we doing, Huskers? You got the lead. What are we doing here?
You gotta get the rest.
Oh my gosh, man.
At the game.
Oh my gosh. Shut this thing off, man. Hey, it's over. That fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company right here in Jersey City, 101 Pacific Avenue Craft Brewery there in Jersey City. Got those ales and lagers, handcrafted beers, and the best atmosphere, curated good times made in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room as well, folks. Host a variety of events here. You talked about the Sip and Paint Night. Got the rooftop as well. Check them out online, 902brewing.com, right here in Jersey City, New Jersey. All right, we're back here on Destination on Bean Sports Channel, Players TV and the Black Network, Larry Ridley of CBS Sports. ISG Football here, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3. Great game we just saw here on ISG intersection of sports and gaming. We can combine traditional sports and gaming. Got my guy here. Huskers won, our king of the hill, playing Madden 26 for the very first time, so shout out to him. What are your thoughts here on the gameplay real quickly, Huskers? If you guys are literally some of the first people in the world to play Madden 26.
No, I like it. I think it's the best gameplay that they've had since they switched over to the new consoles. It's really balanced. You can run the ball, you can pass the ball. They catch interceptions, I feel like, finally. And I'm just having a good time playing it.
Shots fired.
Oh,
Small shots, rubber bullets. He didn't mean that, EA. Just small shots. We still love you guys. Thanks for everything that you guys do. Real quickly, what did you think about the game here? Kind of, early, 14-7. Then you kind of got there. Once you got that lead up to 2 or 3 touchdowns, you kind of held them off. What do you think about your performance?
I made one mistake during the game. He switched stick to me on an interception, so that was a good play by him. Other than that, I played pretty good ball. My guys made plays on the Steelers. Jalen Warren, he made a couple clutch catches for me and got the ball out to DK a few times, and Rodgers still that guy in Madden.
All right. Well, good stuff, man. Real quickly, I want to ask you one thought I'd like to ask the players about some of the topics we said. What do you think about Shedeur? Did he do enough for you to move up the depth chart, or where should he be with the Browns?
Yeah, no, I've always kind of been a Shedeur hater as a Nebraska fan. I didn't like Colorado, but I think he did a great job for the Browns. I think he definitely earned a little bit of respect from it.
Jerry Jones, all news is good news. What do you think about the Cowboys owner? 10 seconds.
I think he needs to hang it up, personally. I think he needs to hang it up.
Huskers, I told you for a reason, my guy.
Wow. Don't you have a grandfather? Don't you love your grandparents?
I did at one point, but unfortunately they're not with us. But they were both great guys.
Wow, that's a whole nother topic. We're gonna get out of here on that one. Hey, if you want to be like Huskers, but actually love your grandparents, you can join us on ISG Football here. 13 and up, if you want to play all online win cash and prizes, weekly King of the Hill format. TheISGShow.com/Madden. Once again, TheISGShow.com/Madden. Don't do it today, but do it to now. Also, folks, this postgame show brought to you by our good friends Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. They're the title sponsor. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943, drawing their identity and inspiration from their origins there in the Chicago. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. Also serve pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. Got the craft beers, great cocktails, and for your health nuts out there, vegetarian dishes. Check them out online, unos.com. Now, let's get out of here, guys. It's been a great show here, man. Thanks to the good folks here at NESN Nation on Bean Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. For Huskers, our King of the Hill, we'll see him next week. Andrea Richmond, peace up, A-Down. She's in A-Town. And Jarrett Guarantano, Blue 80, former University of Tennessee volunteer star and quarterback. We'll see him for ISG Football as well tomorrow as well. That'll do it here from 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football. We'll see you for ISG College Football and ISG Basketball later this week. Have a great week, folks. Bye-bye.